92. Why did it catch on so fast? A few reasons.
Hello.
First, it taps into an established meme lineage. People had already been messing with big forehead Homer and other distorted Simpsons edits, so Domer fit perfectly into that weird, surreal Simpsons brain rot corner of the internet. Second, the template is dead simple and highly remixable. Swap in new captions, swap in new images for the red slot, or change the sound timing, and you've made a fresh meme in seconds. Finally, the Domer meme is doing what good short-form memes do. It's cute, uncanny, and a tiny bit unsettling, which makes it perfect reaction fodder. People use swap in new captions, swap in new images for the red slot, or change the sound timing, and you've made a fresh meme in seconds. Finally, the Domer meme is cute, uncanny, and a tiny bit unsettling, which makes it perfect reaction fodder. People use swap in new captions, swap in new images for the red slot, or change the sound timing, and you've made a fresh meme in seconds. Finally, the Domer meme Soon the trend exploded. Creators took the template, but replaced the prince, princess, and knight with all kinds of characters. Anime stars, cartoon icons, video game figures, pop culture couples, anything to twist the heartbreak into something new. Between October and November 2025, it spread fastest. On October 27, a remake with original art by user Aid Nene got over 11.2 million views in just 3 weeks. Then came a twisted version with characters from completely different universes like Shrek and Squidward getting married, while the knight is replaced by Shadow the Hedgehog. Millions of views followed again. Even real-life skits, fan art redraws, and in-real-life cosplay recreations went viral when posted with the knight crying at wedding format. So what makes it so popular? 1. Universal emotion, unrequited love and loss. Everyone gets the pain of loving someone who loves someone else. A knight crying while his love marries another, it's tragic, dramatic, and emotionally powerful. That raw feeling is easy to remix, reuse, and exaggerate. 2. Easy to customize. It works any fandom, any characters. You can throw in anime, cartoons, games, or real-life personalities, change the prince, princess, or knight. Maybe even make knight the hero or villain. The template stays the same, but the emotional weight and meaning shift. That flexibility makes it a goldmine for meme makers. 3. That juicy contrast, celebration versus pain. Weddings are usually about joy and new beginnings, but this meme flips it. It's a celebration for the couple and a funeral for the knight. That stark contrast, celebration versus heartbreak, creates dark comedy style or even absurd character choices, gives a big perfect for TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. So the knight and princess meme doesn't just live in medieval castles. It travels across nostalgia, fandoms, irony, and raw emotional gut punches. Guided by Knight Crying at Wedding, meme shows that even in 2025, with all our tech, AI, edits, and memes, the most powerful tool is still a good story. A knight, a princess, unrequited love, heartbreak, mix that with customizable characters and shareable formats, and you get a modern-day classic meme saga. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and comment with your favorite knight and princess version that made you laugh or cry. Johnny out. Johnny here to explain the meme. So believe it or not, one of the oldest customer complaints ever recorded is now one of the internet's favorite memes. We're talking about a clay tablet from around 1750 BCE. addressed to a merchant named Nasir by a buyer named Nani. It was found in the ruins of ancient Ur, in what's now southern Iraq. Here's what went down. Paid Nasir for fine copper ingots. Copper arrived, it was clearly substandard. Nani sent his servant to collect the copper, only the metal was poor quality, and his messenger was treated disrespectfully. Nani wrote the whole grievance in Akkadian cuneiform on a clay tablet. Basically, the world's oldest Dear Customer Support, I'm Mad letter. This tablet ended up in the hands of modern archaeologists after the site was excavated in the 1,920 seconds and 1,930 seconds. And today you can see it at the British Museum in London. Fast forward to 2015, someone posted a photo of the tablet on Reddit with the caption, 750 BC problems. That post blew up. People were shocked that complaining about faulty service goes back nearly 4,000 years. Then meme creators got involved. Starting around 2017, the story spread to Facebook, Tumblr, Reddit, 4chan. Suddenly, Nasir memes became a thing. People began using the tablet and its translation as a base for jokes about bad customer service, sketchy merchants, and general skepticism. There are even Facebook pages dedicated to Nasir memes for teens who are not of good quality. Yeah, it's gotten that deep. What makes this meme evergreen? Relatable frustration. Getting bad service or fake promises is timeless. Historical irony. A complaint carved in clay 3,700 plus years ago is pretty much the original email rant. Meme adaptability. People reuse the translation or tablet image to roast modern day scammers, shady sellers, or bad customer experiences. Dark humor meets history. It's ancient, absurd, but also surprisingly modern in theme, which makes it perfect for meme culture. Even major media has covered it. The tablet is officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the oldest known customer complaint. So yeah, next time you're furious about that low quality purchase or bad service, remember, you're not the first. Some frustrated buyer named Nani was complaining about shady copper nearly 4,000 years ago. And thanks to the weird alchemy of the internet, that ancient tablet now lives forever in meme history as the original customer support rage letter. That's the story behind the complaint tablet to Nasir meme. Johnny out. Johnny here to explain the meme. Today, we're talking about one of the weirdest, funniest relatability meets fantasy meme trends on TikTok and Instagram. YN and CEO or side character POVs. What is YN and CEO anyway? YN stands for your name. It's a placeholder used in web fiction, fan fiction, and meme. Edits so the viewer can imagine themselves as the powerful, rich, romanticized boss. Think Silver, Fox billionaire boss behavior straight out of anime, K-drama, or light novels. In YN and CEO memes, the story is basically, you are basically the only plain average character under the CEO dude at work, and that one boss picks you out among everyone else. This genre has been floating around fan fiction and niche forums for a while, but it exploded on TikTok in late 2025. The difference, now, instead of written fiction, it's all short form video edits, meme, point of view jokes. How did this meme blow up? The trend really took off after TikTok creators started using point of view style videos. Point of view. You walk into the office late, bottleneck. The CEO spots you. They'd pair that with dramatic music, moody filters, and sometimes comedic text overlays. From there, it spread like wildfire. Meme pages picked it up, turning everyday annoyances into CEO stories. Fandom tried it too. Even anime fans used the format, replacing CEO with mysterious fantasy-style master or boss characters. According to meme trackers, usage spiked around mid-2025, with tens of thousands of posts under hashtags like #YNCEO, #YurmyPerson, #BossPov, #CEO meme. What makes it so popular? 1. Relatable fantasy plus escapism. Everyone knows what it's like to feel invisible, irrelevant, or just another face. The CEO trope plays on the idea of finally being noticed, the appeal of being lifted from ordinary life into dramatic fantasy. 2. Cheap DIY production. You don't need props, actors, or writing skills. Just a phone camera, a filter, some mood music, and you can create your own CEO meme. Perfect for TikTok. 3. Flexible format. It works with real life, fiction, anime, games, anything with a power imbalance plus romantic or dramatic tension. 4. Toxic fantasy satire. Some versions subvert the trope using humor or cynicism. CEO notices you, but only to ask you to do extra paperwork. It becomes a meta joke about unrealistic expectations and cringeworthiness. It started with fanfiction placeholders, then became personal fantasy POVs, then turned into meme templates, and finally now it's used to parody romantic cliches and workplace absurdities. People remix it constantly. So it isn't just a joke, it's a social mirror. It shows a desire for escape and validation from ordinary life, the power of short-form user-generated content. Anyone can tell a story with just a phone. How fandom tropes evolve into mainstream memes. Hit like and subscribe for more meme lore. Comment below. Would you use the Y, N, and CEO format as jokes, satirical takes, or serious what-if fantasizing? Johnny out. Hey everyone, Johnny here to explain. Today we're diving into a meme that's part history, part internet culture. The "There is nothing we can do" meme starring Napoleon Bonaparte. The meme presents an imagined scenario. Napoleon, often shown in paintings of his exile in St. Helena, hears a problem from a comrade and responds with, "There is nothing we can do." That tragic fatalism, combined with melancholy art, has turned into a shorthand for hopelessness and surrender. Most memes rely on images of Napoleon looking forlorn or gazing over a bleak seascape art that reflects his final years in exile. The mood is one of resignation, loss, and helplessness. But important caveat, there is no credible historical record that Napoleon ever said this line. The phrase is a modern invention, a poetic reinterpretation of his exile misery. So the meme isn't quoting history. It's creating a mood, a feeling, and then repurposing it for modern jokes, relatable despair, or dramatic irony. It started on the 15th of August 2023, when a TikTok user named at history, Awakes, around posted a slideshow meme. It began with rage comic style characters asking Napoleon, "What will we do?" Followed by Napoleon replying, "There's nothing we can do." Then came a sequence of bleak paintings of Napoleon's exile on St. Helena. The slideshow used a slowed remix of the song Amour Plastique by Video Club, which gave it an emotional and melancholic vibe. That first video racked up massive engagement, over 1 million plays and tens of thousands of likes, and soon other creators replicated the format. More variations appeared, memes using the same format to express heartbreak, anxiety before exams, relationship trouble, existential dread, basically any nothing we can do moment. By late 2023, the trend had grown beyond TikTok. People were using the memes template on Reddit, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, and even editing it into other contexts. The aesthetic mixed with modern problems made it versatile. Why does it resonate? What's the appeal? 1. Universality of hopelessness. We all experience moments where we feel stuck, waiting for a test result, seeing a crush with someone else, losing hope in a goal. The mournful resignation of nothing we can do hits hard in those moments. 2. Dramatic irony and historical nod. Using a historical figure like Napoleon, who once dominated Europe, reduced to helpless despair on a remote island, gives extra weight to the meme. It's a reminder that even kings can fall. That irony makes the meme more powerful. 3. Mood and aesthetic. The combination of classical paintings, dark exile vibes, and a melancholic song gives the meme a cinematic, almost tragic vibe, like an emotional short film. That makes it easy to overlay on personal failure, spam, memes about everyday misfortune, anything sad or hopeless. 4. Easy to remix and reuse. The template is simple. A prompt, a problem, then Napoleon responding with the catchphrase, then a bleak painting. Creators just need to swap the prompt and apply to their context. School, stress, social issues, life problems, relationship drama, and boom, new meme. It's worth repeating. The line, "There is nothing we can do," is not a verified quote from Napoleon. It was created for meme effect. Using it as literal history would be misleading. This illustrates a broader point. Memes often blur fact and fiction. Sometimes history becomes a tool for humor or commentary. So enjoy the meme, but don't treat it as history class. So yeah, the Napoleon, "There is nothing we can do" meme is a perfect mashup of history, emotion, and modern relatability. It shows how even a fallen emperor's misery can turn into a universal online mood. If you like this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and comment. What's your "there is nothing we can do" moment? Johnny out.
Patrick Starr has been the face of internet reactions since memes were invented. But in 2026, he's hit a new level of unhinged. This is Happy Patrick, the joy-maxing reaction image that has become a piece of internet lost media while simultaneously taking over every social platform. The origin of this specific geeked version is a mystery. It started snowballing in late 2025, with a creator named Zoe posting the earliest known version on December 1st. Zoe admitted they just found it on Twitter, and since then, it's become a hunt for the original artist. Was it a high-effort fan edit, or was it AI generated? There are actually two versions. The older handmade one is just a frame from the show with googly eyes slapped on. But the 2026 iteration is more detailed, more colorful, and looks like it was either carefully airbrushed or generated by AI to maximize that over-the-top enthusiasm. It's that uncanny blend of hyperrealism and cartoon that AI just can't get over, and we love it for that. So why is it popping off now? It fits perfectly into the current how it feels to post meta. With his tongue sticking out, similar to the flight tongue-wagging move, it's the ultimate reaction for pure, unadulterated joy. In an era of lobotomy memes and brain rot, Happy Patrick is a refreshing shift toward joy-maxing imagery. SpongeBob memes will never die. They just evolve into stranger and more colorful versions of themselves. So, are you feeling Happy Patrick levels of geek today? Or are you still looking for the original artist? Let me know in the comments. What meme should I give a lesson in next? Don't forget to like and subscribe to Catonic Memes. Or imagine a universe where the most violent man in the galaxy didn't come to Earth to conquer it, but to manage a Home Depot and perfect his backyard barbecue. This is Carl Quest, the wholesome what-if scenario that has turned Invincible's scariest villain into the internet's favorite middle-aged dad. This all started on April 11th, 2026, when artist Do Not Doodlebug posted a piece of fan art with the caption, "This is my Invincible OC Carl. Be nice to Carl." It was a brilliant subversion of the Invincible OC meme from early 2025. Instead of a new hero, they just gave the genocidal Conquest a sweater vest and a peaceful life in the mountains. The heart of the meme is the "I am so happy" speech. It's a complete flip of a monologue from the show where Conquest describes his hollow, violent existence. In the Carl Quest version, he's no longer a victim of his success. He talks about how everyone wants to be his friend and how he's proud of his success as a normal guy. It's the ultimate narrative fans asked for his take. He joked that in an alternate universe, Carl lives in the mountains of Utah with his dogs, buying cow hearts from a butcher like a normal person instead of ripping them out of heroes. He even drew Carl being a kind mentor to Mark, turning this goofy fan theory into a beautiful, semi-official reality. In a franchise known for lobotomy edits and gore, Carl Quest is a rare moment of blessed content. It shows just how creative this community is, turning a monster into a man, just for the sake of a wholesome meme. So, would you trust Carl with the grill at your next party? Let me know in the comments. What meme should I give a lesson in next? Don't forget to like and subscribe to Catonic Memes. Or here is the video of the day.
Honeybee, I often wonder if the boys will turn out like me, the man I was before coming here, the monster I grew to be. I chased death, chased purpose, companionship, meaning, all while following orders. I don't want that for them. Cecil was the first human to greet me, but evil can smell the wicked. But you were the first to not only see me, but heal me. You stayed even when I told you what my true mission was, and you helped pour light onto my inner darkness. I want the same peace for them. My boys should never know what it is to be alone, feared, hated. May they never live the life that was forced upon me.
Why, Conrad Carl Quest, you keep talking like that, and I'll have to bake you a pie and give you another baby.
Did you know that Kylian Mbappe has officially traded his captain's armband for a dictator's scepter? As we head into the summer of FIFA 2026, the Dictator Mbappe meme has evolved from a locker room joke into a full-blown digital lore. If your feed is full of Supreme Leader edits featuring Mbappe in military regalia, you've witnessed the ultimate evolution of football brain rot. While the General Mbappe rumors started at PSG, where he reportedly had the power to fire coaches and vet transfers, the meme truly became a meme made flesh because of a sandwich. In 2024, Mbappe's legal team sent a cease and desist to French influencer Mohamed Henny for selling a kebab with bread described as round as Mbappe's head. Henny's viral response, claiming Mbappe had turned his name into a dictatorship over a piece of bread, gave the internet the perfect slogan. Fast forward to April 2026, and the meme has hit critical mass at Real Madrid. After a rough string of performances and a Champions League exit, the dictator edits have shifted from funny to unhinged. Fans are now using AI to portray him as a supreme leader who rules the Bernabeu with an iron fist. The lore is now everywhere. Whenever a teammate gets injured, sold, or even looks at him the wrong way, the internet claims they were liquidated by the general. This reached a peak last week when Mbappe allegedly ordered Aurelien Tchouameni to take the captain's armband from N'Golo Kante and hand it over to him during a friendly. A moment that fans called a public display of his dictatorial streak. With the World Cup in North America just around the corner, Dictator Mbappe is serving as a satirical commentary on the attention economy. It's a symbiotic relationship. The more intense Mbappe's influence becomes on the pitch, the more the digital ecosystem depicts him as an absolute monarch. So, are you ready for the Mbappe regime, or are you joining the rebellion? Let me know in the comments.
Breaking news, it's over between Xabi Alonso and Real Madrid. Endrick to Olympique Lyon. Here we go, the deal is done.
If you thought 2026 couldn't get any weirder, the king of rock and roll has officially entered his goofy R-beat era. Elvis Presley is roaring back into the mainstream, but it's not for a movie. It's because of a the kind of cursed content a boomer might accidentally. We have brain rot. In 2020, we had penis music, that legendary meme featuring rubber brain rot. In 2020, we had penis music, that legendary meme featuring Rubber Band by Jackal Queenston. That spawned the Goofy R remix trend of 2021, where artists use the silliest sound effects possible. The Hound Dog remix is the final boss of this evolution. It takes the stinky one-liners of 1950s blues and puts them through the same ridiculous filter that made us fall in love with Hal from Megamind dancing. It also helps that Elvis has been camped out in our subconscious for a while. Ever since the 2022 Baz Luhrmann film and that DOAT cover of Hound Dog that went viral, the King has been a constant focus of pop culture. Musicians like Yep Bro Beats are just tapping into that relevance. Elvis is called the King for a reason. Even in the big 2026, he's proving that his digital footprint is just as heavy as it was last century. So, are you rocking with the tech remix, or is this emotional damage for your ears? Let me know in the comments. What meme should I give a lesson in next? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Or, did you know that a 40-year-old song by the Smiths is currently the official anthem for the unemployed stoner meta of 2026? If your feed is full of Rick Sanchez and Muscle Man dancing to a high-pitched remix of Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, you've officially hit the I was looking for a job and I found a job. In 2025, we saw the job application become a genuine jump scare in digital culture, literally treating a 9-to-5 like a supernatural horror movie. This new animation is the natural evolution of that. It treats finding a job as a disaster for the human race, which is a sentiment that resonates heavily with the current job is a slur movement. But why is Rick and Morty the face of this meme? It's a bit of a backhanded compliment. Back in the 2010s, Richard and Mortimer was the king of animation, until the incident and a notoriously toxic fan base changed the vibe. The show became associated with a very specific type of smug pseudo-intellectual who claims you need a high IQ to understand the jokes, but usually just ends up associated with nihilism and stoner culture. Because of that intellectual arrogance paired with actual unemployment, Rick and Morty have become the perfect mascots for a song about being miserable because you finally found work. It's a merry-go-round of irony, a stoner culture anthem that mocks the very people who champion it. So, are you currently looking for a job, or have you found one and realized heaven knows you're miserable now? Let me know in the comments. What meme should I give a lesson in next? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Did you know that a throwaway joke from 2007 has officially become the loss of 2026? If you've seen a tiny, red-haired kid in oversized sneakers appearing in historical photos, anime character deep dives, or Renaissance paintings, you've just encountered the Sneakers O'Toole Renaissance. The origin is a classic Family Guy cutaway from the episode Boys Do Cry. Brian Griffin makes a snarky comment about how finding religious tolerance in Texas would be like trying to get Sneakers O'Toole to take his sneakers off. We then see Sneakers, a kid who literally runs away the moment anyone mentions his footwear. For years, Sneakers was just a stinky one-liner from the vault. 6, he's evolved into a masterclass of magical realism. As the academic paper Family Guy as Magical Realism argues, the show succeeds because it drops fantastical elements into a normal setting with zero explanation. Sneakers O'Toole exists, he refuses to de-shoe, and the audience just has to deal with it. Now, the internet has taken that logic to the extreme. We're seeing Sneaker O'Toole edits, where he's treated as a historical figure who has been present for every major event in human history. It's a symbiotic relationship between 2007 humor and 2026 brain rot. By turning a non-existent celebrity into a literal digital icon, the meme has become the very thing Family Guy was satirizing. It's the ultimate if you know number. Whether he's wiggling out of a frame or being used as a satirical take on influencer sneakerhead culture, Sneakers O'Toole is proof that no gag is ever truly dead. It's just waiting for the right AI interpolation to bring it back. So, are you keeping your sneakers on, or are you ready to crash out like Tiger Woods? Let me know in the comments. What meme should I give a lesson in next? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Or, if you've been on the internet for more than 5 minutes today, you've probably heard this song. It's 2026, and for some reason, we are all collectively obsessed with a 17-year-old 4, when Demi Ding Dong's 8mm edit foreshadowed the comeback. But now, it's hit critical mass. It's being used as a bait and switch in the same vein as the mustard meme. Any mention of the word narwhal is an immediate trigger for the song to play. It's the ultimate old-fashioned troll, engineered to be so catchy that it's physically impossible to get it out of your head. But the real reason this song is everywhere? The Invincible fandom. A viral edit with millions of views paired the upbeat, goofy track with the absolute carnage of the Invincible war arc. The contrast between Mr. Weeble's absurd loved into loving this track. There's also a deeper reason for the hype. In an internet currently being drowned in mass-produced AI content, people are craving earned creativity. Mr. Weeble is an online legend who hand animated and produced the music for every one of his hits, from Badger 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 to Amazing Horse. We've swung full circle from post-irony back into the earnestness of the internet's earlier years. Return to tradition. So, are you a narwhal believer, or is this your 13th reason? Let me know in the comments. What ancient relic should I give a lesson in next? Don't forget to like and subscribe, or did you know that the internet's most wholesome streamer just had a literal anime betrayal arc? It's April 2026, and the Sykkuno cheating scandal is the most chronically online tale of debauchery I've ever seen. We're talking about a 34-year-old man using a fake anime dub voice to slide into DMs while hiding a secret 4-year relationship. For those who aren't chronically online, Sykkuno was just exposed for a massive pattern of infidelity. But it's not just the cheating, it's the method. His technique allegedly involved laughing like Deku from My Hero Academia and using cringy pickup lines that sound like they were written by a self-insert fanfic author. It's gotten so absurd that fans have actually dubbed his apology with the official voice of Deku, making his confession sound like a Season 3 finale. This all exploded when VTuber Himomall dropped a 32-page document detailing Sykkuno's double life since 2021. He was allegedly promising commitment to multiple women while reassuring them he was totally single. One creator, Iceland, revealed she started talking to him when she was 17 and he was 28, a dynamic that has the internet calling him a massive cornball at best, and manipulative at worst. On April 16th, Sykkuno finally crashed out and admitted to everything. He released a joint statement where he confessed to being unfaithful and lying about his marital status. But here's the kicker. His girlfriend, who was kept secret for years, released her own statement saying she's staying in the relationship. She claims they were already working on it before the public fallout, leading to a wave of memes about how he basically got away with it. This is a perfect example of a parasocial relationship taken to its extreme limit. Sykkuno used his soft boy streamer reputation to skew power dynamics, making women more likely to trust his over-the-top anime persona. Even if he's taking a break from streaming for personal growth, the digital footprint of a 34-year-old man hitting on 18-year-olds in a Deku voice is permanent. So, is this a United States of Smash to his career? Or will his fans forgive the voice? Let me know in the comments. What meme should I give a lesson in next? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Or, did you know that one of the biggest memes of 2026 actually sat in the digital marinating jar for an entire year? We're talking about the Blue Shirt Kid. You've seen the edits, you've seen the sturdy competitions, and you've definitely seen people flopping on the floor in public. But how did a TikTok from early 2025 suddenly become the internet's favorite obsession? The clip originally surfaced on the TikTok channel Sturdy Off. For those who don't know, it's a platform where dancers go head-to-head to see who can pull off the most impressive moves. While most dancers were going for technical perfection, the kid in the blue shirt brought something else. Pure, unadulterated energy. So why did it take a year to blow up? It needed a catalyst. Enter Sean Blends. He recreated the "Wish I Was Like You" trend, perfectly mimicking the blue shirt kid's exact moves. The highlight? That chaotic flopping on the floor like a fish motion that defies both physics and social norms. Once that hit, the feed, the frying pan of meme culture was officially hot. Since then, the edits have gone off the rails. We've seen the Lobotomy Kaizen crossover with the now legendary "Throughout Heaven and Earth, I Alone Am the Blue Shirt Kid" edit from Not Mob. It turned a goofy dance into a cinematic event. Even the people in the background of the original video have become characters, with fans editing them to look like a hype squad begging for the Blue Shirt Kid to unleash his power. But why this kid, and why this shirt? It's actually a proven formula. History shows us that the internet loves shirt people. Remember Blue Shirt Guy from 2025? By labeling someone by a simple color and clothing item, they become an instantly recognizable icon, a giant in the meme world. Combine that with a goofy, high-engagement dance, and you have the perfect edit. He's officially placed in 2026 Meme Hall of Fame. What meme should we give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, like and subscribe. Or,
Johnny here to explain. What if I told you the internet's latest cryptid sensation wasn't real, but it still blew up across TikTok, YouTube, and meme culture? Today, we're diving into the bizarre story of the erosion bird, also known as the opium bird, a viral meme from the future. Let's get into it. The erosion bird, sometimes called the opium bird, or even the meme from 2027, is an AI-generated creature that looks like a giant shaggy bird standing alone in snowy mountains. The earliest known version was posted on TikTok on September 12, 2023, by the creator Osodri VFX, who presented these birds as mysterious beings discovered in Antarctica. It's not a real species. Everything about it comes from AI tools that generate surreal, uncanny images. After that first TikTok went viral, other creators started jumping in. People began posting their own versions of the bird, adding theories, backstories, and even horror-style documentaries. Some memes used funny captions like "Calm Lou Fit" to portray the stylish rather than scary. That twist, the mix of mystery and humor, helped the meme explode. Soon the creature had multiple names: Erosion Bird, Opium Bird, 2027 Bird. And fans joked that you wouldn't truly understand this meme until the year 2027. So why did people get obsessed with this weird bird? One reason is the unique look of AI art. Slightly off, a little uncanny, but still fascinating. Another is the internet's love for cryptid-like creatures and lore building, similar to Slender Man or Siren Head. And of course, the community aspect. People love remixing the bird into fashion memes, cinematic lore edits, and surreal humor. In case you're wondering, no, the erosion bird isn't real. A few viral posts on Instagram claimed it was a hypnotic predator that could kill humans, but that's just internet fiction. There's no scientific basis for any real creature resembling it. It's simply a product of meme and AI activity. Even though it isn't real, the erosion bird has made a big cultural impact. It inspired countless TikToks and YouTube videos, influenced AI meme aesthetics, and joined the internet's growing list of digital cryptids. People have even made merch, posters, and games inspired by the design. And that's the full story of the erosion bird, or opium bird, a viral AI meme born from mystery, creativity, and pure internet imagination. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more meme deep dives. And tell me in the comments, which meme should I cover next? Johnny out.
Johnny here to explain. If you've been scrolling TikTok and suddenly see people claiming they found a hidden underground city called Agartha, you're watching culture. Agartha is a legendary city said to exist deep inside the Earth. The idea comes from hollow Earth theories, which argue that the planet isn't a solid mass. Hypercivilization with superior technology, spiritual enlightenment, and knowledge beyond modern society. Basically, it's imagined as a perfect world hidden beneath our feet. The myth gained popularity in the late 19th and early 20th centuries through European occult writers and mystics. Some claimed Agartha was ruled by a supreme leader known as the World King, while others connected it to Shambhala, a mythical kingdom referenced in Tibetan and Buddhist traditions. Over time, explorers, esoteric authors, and conspiracy theorists all added their own versions, mixing religion, pseudoscience, mysticism, and fantasy. Then came the internet. On TikTok, Agartha took on a completely different life. Instead of being treated as a serious myth, creators began parodying it. People post fake maps, AI-generated underground cities, blurry cave footage, and dramatic captions like, "They don't want you to know this," or "The entrance has been sealed again." The joke is that Agartha is always almost being discovered, but never quite. What makes the meme work is irony. Agartha is supposed to be utopia. Some videos portray it as corrupted, or basically no better than life on the surface. Others mock the way conspiracy content is presented using ominous music, ancient symbols, and exaggerated seriousness for something that's clearly fake. This also taps into a larger meme trend, where people joke about hidden knowledge, secret societies, and suppressed truths. Agartha fits perfectly into that genre because it's obscure enough to sound believable, but ridiculous enough to be funny. The meme isn't saying Agartha is real, it's laughing at how easily people fall for the idea of secret worlds. In short, Agartha went from an old mystical legend to a favorite topic of conspiracy theories to a full-blown internet joke. TikTok didn't revive the myth to prove anything, it revived it to parody the obsession with hidden truths. And that's why Agartha keeps showing up on your feed. Not as a real underground city, but as part of the ever-growing meme lore of the internet.
Man, you the first about Bird Game 3? Yeah, man, got that Bird Game 3. Finna go straight home and hop on the
Johnny here to explain the meme. If you've spent any time on TikTok, X, or meme-based corners of the internet lately, you've probably seen weird clips of birds, pigeons, eagles, hummingbirds fighting each other, trash-talking in voice chat, or spamming attacks in a chaotic, low-poly gameplay. That's all part of the meme known as Bird Game 3, a completely fictional game created by AI edits and meme logic, yet people treat it like real. Bird Game 3 never existed as a real game. It didn't come from any known developer or studio. The clips you see are AI generated, edited to look like gameplay from a lost classic or a next-gen console game. The meme's popularity erupted around October 2025 when creators started posting stylized CGI bird fight clips, claiming to be first footage, leaks, or gameplay footage of Bird Game 3 on an imaginary console, sometimes jokingly called Xbox 50. What made the concept explode? One-hit K, owing eagles, broken hitboxes, ragdoll failures, overpowered hummingbird mains, and ridiculous balance patch leaks, all delivered with believable effects. It sounds fake because it is fake. So why do people keep sharing it? Because memes thrive on chaos. Once a few videos got viral on TikTok, the members jumped in. Choosing mains, ranking birds by meta or skill, talking bird buffs or balanced eagle mains. It mimics the language of actual online games, which helps it feel plausible. People even demand a real release. On Reddit and Discord, you'll see threads like, "Someone please turn this into a real game," or "We need devs to build Bird Game 3. That desire has led at least one indie dev to attempt a prototype, but it's widely acknowledged that it can't live up to the meme hype. Comments from some users admit how convincing the AI-made footage looked. So Bird Game 3 isn't just a joke. It's a shared hallucination, collectively maintained by meme making, AI tools, and the human love for chaotic fantasy. It shows how AI content can blur reality. Fake game footage feels real enough to spark hope, hype, and disappointment. It underscores how communities can build entire lore from nothing. Classes, metas, balance patches, all fictional, but discussed like they're serious. It taps into nostalgia and gamer culture, and it reveals how the internet prefers fun chaos over polish or truth. A messy pigeon versus eagle fight is more entertaining than AAA realism. In Bird Game 3, the joke was never meant to end. The chaos, the memes, the arguments about hummingbird mains, that's the whole point. So next time you see a clip of a pigeon clapping out an eagle in Bird Game 3, remember, you're not watching a real game. You're watching the internet making fun of itself, turning AI chaos into a shared legend. Johnny out.
Johnny here to explain the meme. If you've been on TikTok, Instagram, or EDM festival clips, you might have seen a dazzling light show performed with just gloves on someone's hands, flurries of colorful LED trails that look like futuristic magic. That's called gloving. And while it started long before memes, the internet eventually turned it into a meme culture and trend of its own. Gloving is a type of performance art where dancers wear special gloves with LED lights on the fingertips and then perform intricate hand movements, spins, and patterns to music, especially electronic dance music and dubstep. The result looks like someone casting neon spells with their hands. Gloving became popular around the early 2010s in the rave and festival scene. Creators use gloves with programmable buttons. Clips of gloving began being shared more broadly on TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram. People been to EDM events were suddenly seeing these fluorescent hand dances and reacting to them without context. That led to a few different internet reactions. Some people genuinely loved the visual energy and made remix videos. Others shared gloving clips, visual energy, and made remix videos. Others shared gloving clips with silly captions or ironic commentary, like when your Wi-Fi finally connects, or futuristic hacking. The light trails look just like sci-fi interfaces or magic sigils. Because LED gloving looks so surreal. The meme aspect comes from how exaggerated and unintentionally dramatic it can feel. A visual spectacle that doesn't need real context to make people laugh or stare. The gloving meme caught on for a few reasons. 1. Visually arresting content. Bright lights, dark backgrounds, and precise hand choreography make great short-form video material. 2. Easy to remix. Meme makers began pairing gloving clips with unrelated music, funny captions, or unexpected sound effects, turning performance into punchline. 3. Cultural crossover. Gloving crossed from EDM festivals into gaming anime edits and even meditation spiritual meme edits, basically anywhere people wanted glowing hands. 4. No special acting required. The performance is the meme. You don't need dialogue or characters. The lights are the personality. It's important to separate two things. The subculture, real performers who train in hand movement, rhythm, and light choreography at raves and festivals. The meme version, internet remix versions that treat gloving almost like a surreal supernatural visual effect, rather than a dance art. The meme takes the aesthetic and exaggerates it, often mocking how intense, odd, or out of place it looks to people who aren't familiar with festival culture. Gloving shows how the internet turns anything visually striking into meme content, whether it's meant as art, music, or parody. What started as a hand dance performance ended up inspiring reactions, jokes, and creative remixes across social platforms. So when you see glowing hands spinning like magic in a TikTok or reel, you're witnessing a modern internet fusion of art, EDM culture, and meme remixing. Johnny out.
¡Venga por mí! ¡Aquí lo esperan Miraflores! ¡No se tarde en llegar, cobarde!
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
If you've been scrolling through social media recently, you've likely seen a flood of memes about Venezuela. From Donro Doctrine edits to footage of Nicolas Maduro dancing his way through a crisis, the internet has turned a high-stakes geopolitical conflict into a digital battleground. But what started as a disputed election in 2024 has recently turned into one of the wildest future lore trends on the web. The roots of this meme trace back to July 2024. After a decade of economic crisis, Venezuela held a presidential election. Opposition, led by Maria Corina Machado and candidate Edmundo Gonzalez, claimed a landslide victory, releasing detailed tally sheets as proof. However, the Maduro-controlled Electoral Council declared Maduro the winner without showing the data. This sparked the first wave of memes. Internet users created fraud curves, charts showing statistically impossible spikes in Maduro's vote count, and shared videos of protesters toppling statues of Hugo Chavez. The vibe was tense, focused on the stolen election and the phrase, hasta el final. As the regime cracked down, the memes took a surreal turn. Maduro himself leaned into the chaos, appearing on television dancing to Tame Impala-esque tracks and promoting VenApp, an app he encouraged citizens to use to report terrorists, which the internet quickly memeified as a dystopian snitch app. Commentators began comparing the Venezuelan situation to a Black Mirror episode, where a leader maintains power through a mix of heavy repression and bizarre, upbeat social media appearances. But the meme reached its current peak in late 2025 and early 2026. Following a shift in U.S. foreign policy, social media exploded with speculative memes about a military extraction. You might have seen the Donro Doctrine memes, a play on the 19th century Monroe Doctrine, representing a hyper-aggressive stance on regime change. The internet began future posting images of Maduro in custody or dramatic edits of special forces operations. The reason this meme is so popular and controversial is the irony. On one side, you have the hard edits made by people who want to see a democratic transition. On the other, you have a regime that uses memes and TikTok dances to gaslight its own population. It's a rare case where the main character of the meme isn't a fictional superhero, but the fate of an entire country. Whether it's a 1940 rating on a German sauna or a stupid line from a world leader, the Venezuela memes show how the internet uses humor to process the darkest parts of modern history. So, was it a stolen victory, a revolutionary state project, or just the latest chapter in a geopolitical meme war? As the situation in Caracas continues to evolve, one thing is for sure, the memes aren't slowing down. What's your take on the Donroe Doctrine trend? Is it just dark humor, or is the internet predicting the future? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into meme lore. If you spent more than 5 minutes on TikTok or Instagram Reels lately, you've heard it. That groovy psychedelic bass line followed by a soft voice saying, "So, come on Superman, say your stupid line." Usually, it's paired with someone looking intensely into the lens, or a clip of a superhero losing their mind. But where did this actually come from? Today, we're diving into the history of the Superman meme, from an indie rock heartbreak anthem to the ultimate social media self-burn. To understand the meme, you have to understand the music. The audio is pulled from the 2015 hit, "The Less I Know the Better" by the Australian psych rock project Tame Impala. The song, written by Kevin Parker, is actually a pretty sad story about unrequited love. The narrator is watching the girl. He likes to date a guy named Trevor. Throughout the track, he's trying to convince himself he doesn't care, but by the outro, he breaks down. When he sings, "So, come on Superman, say your stupid line," he's likely calling Trevor Superman, referring to him as this perfect, untouchable guy, and essentially telling him to say his cheesy pickup line and take her away. Fast forward nearly a decade, and the song has found a second life. On TikTok, the meme evolved into two distinct styles. The first is the stupid line reveal. Users use the Superman prompt to admit to the cringy things they say repeatedly. It might be, "I'm never drinking again. I'll start my diet on Monday. I have to pee." It's a way for people to poke fun at their own predictable personalities. The Superman in this context is the user themselves, acting like the protagonist of a movie while saying something totally mundane. So, why did this specific lyric blow up? It's the perfect combination of Tame Impala's timeless production and the internet's love for irony. The song sounds cool and confident, which makes the stupid line reveal even funnier because of the contrast between the high vibe music and the low vibe things people are actually saying. It's the ultimate vibe check for the modern internet. Whether you're a fan of Kevin Parker's music or you just like seeing a clip of Henry Cavill looking menacing, the Superman meme is a masterclass in how the internet can take a decade-old song and make it feel brand new. What's your stupid line? The one thing you say that makes your friends roll their eyes every single time? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite memes.
The Monarch's job is never done, but we can talk more later. Bowser's castle should be just up ahead.
I thought I smelled something burning.
Focus M.
What if Nintendo stopped making Mario games fun and started making them like every other big budget AAA title? footage is a cold-blooded military operator. That is exactly what the AAA Mario meme and the viral phrase Focus M is all about. The visual side of this meme actually started back in 2022. A developer named Funky's Eye Games created an Unreal Engine 5 tech demo showing a realistic Mario in a dark, atmospheric world. At the time, it was just another Nintendo Hire This Man project. But in December 2025, the internet gave it a dark, satirical soul. Voice actors Ryan Stewart and Ariel Hack recorded parody dialogue for footage, and the result was so accurate it physically hurt to watch. The clip features a tactical-style radio conversation between Peach and Mario. Instead of saying "it's samey," Mario sounds like a gritty protagonist in The Last of Us. The standout line, Peach telling Mario, "Focus, M. Bowser's castle is just ahead." This one sentence perfectly nails the AAA trope where an NPC constantly talks in your ear, telling you exactly where to go and what to do, treating the player like they've never seen a video game before. By calling him M instead of Mario, the meme mocks the trend of games trying to sound edgy and professional by stripping characters of their charm. But because it highlights the current state of the gaming industry. Gamers are increasingly tired of AAA slop, games with hyper-realistic graphics with generic Marvel-style writing, constant hand-holding, and a total lack of artistic personality. Now, Focus M has become shorthand for calling out any game that takes itself too serious.